What is up, guys, and welcome to another casted AoE 4 1v1 game. Today we have a matchup on the map, Confluence spawning in the left of the map in the blue. His name is Buzz Blaze. And his opponent on the right playing as the Roos. In the red we have Blade 55555, henceforth known as Blade. So Confluence, we've seen this map before in the game we casted between Doubt and Hera, and we know that there is quite a bit of fish in the middle centered around the mid, though last game we saw Doubt and Hera both ignore the fish. We'll see if that comes into play this time around, and I would kind of expect so, as the fish income is just really powerful and definitely not something you want to ignore. So the Roos already have the hunting cabin up and training some scouts. Blade is getting out early, looking to get his bounty up. Though this is a map where there isn't a ton of hunt, as far as I know. Okay, it's the standard 4. I believe 4 is pretty standard for most maps, right? So I believe that's fairly standard. Blade definitely going to be wanting to jump on that early, and Buzz has actually already moved a Gare out, and he is taking his deer carcass already, sniping that one as it was conveniently right beside. That's going to be nice to gather from there. He does have some vills on wood, and he has a beautiful TC placement on his stone as well, saving him the 100 wood to place the Gare on that. Things looking relatively standard from both players so far. Roos and Mongols should be an interesting matchup as the game unfolds. We do see one villager coming down here, and I'm assuming this is going to be either a Wallingville or a Dockingville. Oh, sorry. Okay, it's a Barracksville. So he wants to be getting some Uvu boosted spearman production early and start harassing the base of the Roos. And if the Roos player is docking, try to assault that and burn down a dock. Mongols really strong on hybrid maps because they can double produce spearmen and really jump on any docks that may be built early. Roos player going up with the Golden Gate economic landmark, allowing him to exchange resources at a more favorable rate. Con from Buzz Blaze is poking around, and we'll see how long he's going to commit to the Dark Age. Barracks is up. 2x Spearman on the way. Where is he rallying these two? Right there. So he'll be in a nice position to, yeah, kind of move in on the base of Blade. See if he can find any damage. And at the very least, the Spearman will be somewhat of a deterrent to any early knights that Blade plans on going into. So we'll see if the Roos player decides to it's not totally flush on gold right now. We'll see if he decides to get the professional scouts technology and pull in any deer carcasses into the TC with that extra gold. He's gathered all 230 of it to this point. Looks like I'm not sure if Blade got all the kills on most of the hunts here, but I did see Buzz Blaze getting a decent amount of trying to deny as much hunt as he could from the Roos player. You don't want to totally just play into the Roos game plan, which is obviously they have a lot more benefit from killing the hunt, but you don't want to just freely let them get away with it either. So 410-ish age up from Blade, power building the Golden Gate there with 5 vills. And we'll see what these early spearmen can do here. Outposts already coming up for Buzz Blaze. I'm assuming he's going to be going up with the deer stones back home as he's working his way up to the next stage. Once he gets the deer stones, it gives the Yam network tech, which gives every unit the Yam speed buff rather than just cavalry and traders. Spearmen moving in on the hunting cabin here, so this could actually be pretty nice if the Mongol player is able to burn this down, as it is currently generating 17 gold a minute for our Roos player. Now, what is the Rus player doing? He's going to go second TC, as he's already used his first supply at his Golden Gate to buy the stone, and he's going to use the second one right about any minute now. Hunting cabin does go down, so that is some gold income interrupted. Outpost coming up here from Buzz Blaze. There is the stone coming in for the Rus. They do not have to mine it. And second town center coming up on this golden wood line here for Blade. More spearmen on the way for Buzz Blaze. How close he is to getting up? He's already up, and he's going up with, as we expected, the deer stones. Going to be giving him that Yam network buff. These 70 wood outposts, very cheap, very easy to sneak in and afford. And they give a big buff with that Yam network. Can the spearmen here deny the TC? Maybe not deny it since the landmark TC is so close, but at the very least, be annoying. TC is up, though, for Blade. And he is now on 2 TC Rus Eco. So Buzz using the Civ bonuses of the Mongolians very well. I've heard that about him as a player, that I think he might have been on the balance team. And he really uses the Civ bonuses very creatively. So that was the reason why I wanted to spec a game from him here. See what his strat is with the Mongols. And this was a strat, this kind of outpost, deer stones, archer, spearman comp, was something we saw in Genesis over the weekend. The Tato, we saw Simtom, a couple names from the Genesis qualifiers there using the strategy quite effectively. Scouts trying to pick off this Vil. The Vil is very low HP, but yeah, I mean, sending one Vil forward is not a huge investment, and these towers with the deer stones are very, very strong for the Mongols. Neither player docking, though. I don't know, it kind of surprises me a bit, just because these shorefish, like, there's 1,000 food per, and they gather quite fast, so I feel like tossing down a dock and getting some fishing ships is worth it, but I could be wrong. So now that Yam buff in on these spearmen, and they travel so fast now. They have such a run. Though it is going to be tough for the Rus player to... Sorry, the Mongol player to push to the Rus here with his 2 TCs very close. Double archery range up for the Rus as well. Not taking advantage of the early night, given how many spearmen are on the field. And I'm assuming that is going to indeed, yeah, prompt a stable transition from the Mongolian player, as that is going to be quite strong to jump all over these archers. Wouldn't be surprised if we even see some archers from the Mongolian player himself. It remains to be seen. Stable, built-in range of the TC, because the Vils are there, and then moved over to the Uvu to get that, or sorry, Ovu, I believe, might be more of a correct pronunciation. Double producing the horseman here. Spearman lurking around, trying to poke around and find any damage where he can. Meanwhile, the Rus player happy to just sit back and relax. He is on 2 TC, 2 range. Blacksmith coming up. Likely going to be tossing Steeled Arrow in there. And it's actually going to... Oh, sorry. This is... Sorry, yeah. Siege Engineering, actually, for the Rus player as his first pick. So I guess he wants to get some rams to start pushing back the Mongol outposts. I really think that the Rus... should have a hunting tower, wooden fortress in here, as he has 16 Vils. They're going to drop off the wood 20% faster. So that would be a lot of extra wood income just by investing into 1 wooden fortress. Early night out from Blade, looking to poke around and see what damage he can find. I didn't even see his stable go up, but it's at the back of his base, and he is going to be looking on jumping on some early knights as well. A lot of archers already massed up. 10 archers from our Rus player. He's got the scout positioned on the bridge there, so he can see whatever units are going to be coming his way. Tried to put a house up, but that might have been a little aggressive. Early knight is going to scout the stable, though, and he is going to see that there is a horseman transition on the way. Siege Engineering in for Blade. And we will see how he'll utilize that. And there we go, Ram coming down. He wants to look at pushing back these outposts. Now, I feel like the outposts are not necessarily doing a ton of damage right now. It could be annoying to just let them stay there, but not sure. Maybe Blade would be better suited trying to put a push on the Mongols base and just defend with the archers potentially, but remains to be seen. Outpost coming up here as well. Scout versus 2 horsemen is not going to trade well. And he has an arrow slit on this tower as well. 5 spearmen inside and the ram. This outpost is going to go down in a hurry, and the archers are there to clean up these spearmen. Wooden fortress now up, so yeah, the Bills are going to be dropping off 12 wood per go around instead of the 10. Early horsemen coming in. Oh, yes, actually has the horseman upgrade. Horseman coming in for a raid on the berries, not finding much damage, eating some TC fire. Spearman now on the way out. With that Yam buff, they travel pretty fast, but he did lose 2. Gonna jump in this one now. Eco is 48 for a Roost player versus 40 for Buzz Blaze. Buzz Blaze only on 1 TC. This outpost going to be going down as well, and he's not going to be saving the villagers, the spearmen in this one. Tower is abandoned there after the bill goes down. Early Knights chasing back the horsemen from Buzz Blaze. So Blade so far with a very nice defense. Trying to get the spearmen out, but man, no, that's not going to work. These guys get double the damage against light infantry, aka spearmen. So 2 stable, 1 racks for our Mongol player. Rams from Blade now pushing back in it. At the very least, like, these outposts were not a huge investment, and the Rams were a big investment. He had to get siege engineering, wasting time in his blacksmith, and force 300 wood up from our Arus player to push back. Now he needs to look at turning that around. Killing this boar here. Did he lose an archer? No, I think he's good. That's 75 more gold for Blade. Can look at putting up maybe a hunting cabin in this area. Would be really nice, as you could gather from the boar and from all these deer here. Though it's right on the way to the base of Buzz Blaze, so be quite risky overall. Here come the horsemen from our Mongol player. Outpost getting burnt down in the north by the early Knights. A lot of horsemen, 11 about to come in, and they're gonna clean up these archers if Blade is not careful. Blade knows exactly where they are using that con, and Blade is completely unaware here. He's going to be losing 12 archers. Oh man, the con unfortunately goes down, but yeah, getting us around here is Buzz Blaze. That is very nice. Savaging a lot of archers here. Unfortunate that he can't get more. He's going to get back to the TC actually quite fast. But hey, there's some vills there for his troubles. That is going to be 2 vills going down from our Roost player here. 3 maybe. Here come the early Knights though to chase off these horsemen. They are Yam boosted though, so they are going to be running super fast. This early Knight will never catch up to that. Wooden fortress and a hunting cabin coming down on the berries from Blade. More outposts coming up on the left from Buzz Blaze. Interesting game so far. We've seen yeah, there's very unique use of the Mongol bonus there. The Yam deer stones and the Yam network is just so good. Really, really, really good. And we do see now, as we mentioned, Buzz on a dock taking advantage of these fish now. Now that the crossings are relatively secure, he doesn't have to worry about any units coming and burning his docks or fish down. Early Knights getting a charge there, savaging through 3 horsemen, but a couple archers, and they still crawl after they've been dead. That's pretty cool. Never seen some post-death crawling mechanics yet in this game, but yeah, the little things are very nice. Horseman in on the wooden fortress, but man, he has a lot of vills there. Blade with 11 vills plus 8 more inside. Wow, he has so many vills in this area. Hunting, he's really focusing on the berries here. 2 hunting cabins and a wooden fortress defending it. He had a lot of vills out there. Horseman sneaking around, might be able to pick off that scout there. Yeah, indeed, a lot of line of sight the scout grants. Outposts coming up all over the map for Buzz Blaze. Wow, he is putting those things everywhere. A light junk as well, and he's actually picking off some horsemen, or rather early Knights. Need to get those out of there if you are Blade. And yeah, the ships can travel across these crossings, so a ship can go anywhere on this map except through this bridge, I believe. Could be wrong. I don't think the ships can go through the bridge. But they can definitely go through this crossing here. Archers are going to dispose of that light junk, though, I think. And the horsemen are lying in wait in the stealth forest in the bottom south corner of the map. Taking a look back home for Buzz Blaze. He's massing up hardened spearmen and more horsemen. He is on 54 bills versus 58 for our Roost player. So still only 1 TC, but Buzz with the fishing eco is actually keeping pace with our 2 TC Roost player. And Doc is up for Blade, and he's producing a Laudia attack ship. And then ideally would want to get some fishing boats out. This is such a good source of food right now for Buzz Blaze. 31 on food. He's getting 1,200 food a minute versus 900 for our Roost player. Big push here coming, though, for Blade on the top side. Burning down this outpost. 3 rams, early knights, archers. Such a strong composition in Feudal Age is the knight archer combo. And can Buzz Blaze hold it with his horsemen and his hardened spearmen? He's got so many numbers. 28 horsemen and 16 hardened spears. Wow, he has a significant military advantage. 50 versus 45 for Blade. Got a ton of military. Where's all the numbers for Blade as he's fortified, palisading up the bottom side? This is going to be a really tricky fight. It's going to be really good, though, as the Rus army comes forward. Twist from the classic historical fight between the Rus and the Mongols, but it is the Rus on the offensive. Mongol player charging in, getting oh man, these horsemen are getting right on the archer. Oh, look at this surround from Blaze here. This is an incredible surround. He is getting so much damage done. He has the numbers. The horsemen, the early knights are getting eaten alive. Wow, that was an incredible cleanup for Buzz Blaze. Holy smokes, I did not expect that fight to go that hard for Buzz Blaze. He demolished this Rus army. It wasn't even close, man. Wow. 117 pot versus 83 now. 62 KD to 28 for the Mongol player. He absolutely got those horsemen in so well on that glob of archers, and then ran the spearmen in to engage on the early knights, and Blade did not have the greatest army positioning there, forced into such a tough situation by the Mongol player. But the fortifications are coming up for Blade. Here comes the Mongol cavalry, though, and they need to now burn down this gate to get through. The Rus player does have the archers on the other side to defend. Vils are just desperately trying to repair this here. Fortified palisade gate, will it go down? Indeed it will. It is down in a hurry. There goes the walls. The horsemen charging in. Great micro from Buzz Blaze. Even has some light junks coming in. Cheeky couple ships here. It's the Laudia attack ship. We'll have to try to deal with that. Here come the spears and the horsemen, though, from our Mongol player. Blade forced into hardened spearmen to try to mount this defense, but he doesn't have the numbers at this time. 9 early knights, some archers tucked in there, and spearmen starting to be massed up, but will it be enough? Doc is the priority for Buzz Blaze, then stable as well. And he might want to throw in some siege. Man, he's up to the castle age, though. Very soon, just needs 200 more gold, and Buzz will be up on his way. Huge military advantage right now for the Mongolian player. And there comes some rams. In my opinion, he can go castle, but these rams are going to be all he needs to finish this game. The Rus player does simply not have the military numbers he needs to defend this. A lot of pastures back home. Wow, 8 pastures. Damn. It is a lot of pastures rallying the sheep into TC for Buzz, whereas the Rus player is starting to force onto some farms. This wood line is looking a little thin. So the push coming here at the 20-minute mark for Buzz Blaze. The Rams are done. Khan is leading his army, and here comes the Mongolian siege, followed by the horsemen. 2 TCs clumped together here, so it's going to be tough. But Buzz Blaze really looks like he has the numbers, burning down the wooden fortress. I think you just go right for the TC at this. Well, actually, that is actually a nice play, because 8 villagers could jump into this, and that's 8 more arrows that could be firing. So that's really nice recognition from Buzz to first get the wooden fortress down. Sends the Mongol raiders right in for the TC here. Archers trying to get the kills there. Vills are getting the ram, getting at least get 1 ram here, or sorry, the spearman. But Buzz has the military numbers. He is diving this right now. Doesn't even care that he's fighting spears with horsemen. He's got archers, horsemen. Here come the early knights from Blade here to try to turn the tide. This is so much pressure. TC gets absolutely obliterated. Horsemen now jumping on the knights, and that is the GG Buzz Blaze with the Mongolians dominating here on Confluence. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we will see you in the next one.